Hi, I'm Eric Gimbal, ericgimbal.com, and this is my 5 tips, photography tips for May 2016. Oh, I was going to say 16, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ericgimbal, my website, ericgimbal.com, my Facebook, facebook.com/ericgimbalphoto. If you have any question, you can send me an email to info@ericgimbal.com. Okay, let's start. Tip number 1. Very often they ask me why I should shoot in manual or semi-automatic mode instead of automatic. Well, it's very simple. A camera, when it works in automatic mode, will shoot middle of the road. It will make sure that it's not too slow, so the picture is not moved, the aperture is not too closed, so not too open, otherwise you don't have, it's not as sharp, so it will close a bit. So you don't really decide anything, you just decide on framing your picture and shooting, maybe the subject, but you not make any artistic decision. So when you work in manual or semi-automatic, then yes, you can decide on the depth of field, the speed. If you want a river to be moved like this, then you will drop the speed, something that your camera would probably not do for you, because it will think that your picture will be moved, so it will say no way. But when you're in manual or semi-automatic, you can decide on this, okay? So this is the main reason why you should learn how to shoot in semi-automatic, which is aperture priority or speed priority, and manual, okay? Tip number 2. Very often when I go to birthday, weddings or whatever, I see people walking around like this with a camera, and then after they realize they've missed a lot of pictures. So it's very important that you don't forget to be ready. Being ready is to have your camera close to your face. So you see anything that could be interesting, you pull up your camera and you shoot, okay? Sometimes you have to look through the viewfinder all the time, but normally if you're just here, you're ready. It takes a long time to bring your camera up here. So if you have already very close to your face, you are not going to miss that many shoots. You have to be ready and looking like this, okay? This is a very simple tip, but you will catch a lot more pictures. Third tip, okay. Sometimes you will go to an event, and some people will appear like in a fashion show or something, and you don't have really not much time to focus on them. Okay, so one tip is to actually pre-focus. You just make sure there's a sign on the floor, you see some mark, and then you do the focusing there, and then you keep your finger on it, okay? And then when the person appears, then you shoot, okay? But obviously don't release, except if you are focusing in manual, but don't release your finger, because otherwise it will do a focus again. But you can pre-focus and then you shoot, okay? Make sure that if you do this, you are not doing with an aperture that is too large, because if you do it this way, the depth of field is so short that the distance between the floor and the face will be different, so it won't be in focus. So this tip is okay if you actually use f5.6 or f8 or more, because if you're on 1.4, the depth of field is so short that when you will do this, you will lose your focus. I mean, it will be, you won't lose it, but it won't be in focus, okay? I've received some emails asking me some advice about concert pictures, because often they make the picture, but they feel that it doesn't really reflect what they saw about the singer or the drummer or guitarist or whoever, no? And I think the reason is because many people, when they do concert picture, they want to rush too much, they don't observe enough, okay? So the thing is simple. all singers, musicians, they always have something there, some routine they will repeat, like the way they touch their hair, the way they tune the guitar or whatever, no? Normally they repeat it during the concerts. So instead of rushing, observe. First, you do a picture of all the whole people, the whole group together, if there are several people. Of course, if it's solo, just one, but if it's a group, all the people together. And then concentrate on the musician, the singer, each one by one, okay? So you've noticed that the singer, for example, every time to time, he touches his hair like this. So you see it twice. You wait for the third time he does it. Don't even make any other picture, just wait. And when he does it, you shoot. When you have find several mimics like this, then you go to the following musician, and you see that normally he smiles in a way, or he looks at others it's always the same way, no? So you wait for this precise moment, and then you make the picture. You have to be really methodic. I mean, you really do it like this. And when you've done the whole each singer or musician, then you have the whole group, then you can relax and do other things. But this way you will notice that it really reflects the way they are, and even if this singer or musician see the pictures, they will feel like you really reflected the way they do it, okay? And your pictures will be far better than if you just rush and catch any picture. Because the way a singer holds the microphone in some moment is always specified to the way he does it, okay? So it's like his signature. So if you catch these signatures, your pictures, your concept pictures will be far better. Okay, last tip. Okay. Many people tell me that I do many camera tests next to the airport and taking pictures of planes. And they ask me, how do you do that? I mean, what do you mean? I see the plane, I should know. How do you make sure there are some planes? Well, there is a very easy tip that is not a photography tip. It's more a logistic or organization tip. Is every airport has a website, and it tells you there when flights in and flights out. So this way you make sure that you go there when there are many flights, because if you go and there is one plane in 1 hour, then you're going to get bored. If you go at a time there is a plane every 5 or 10 minutes, then you have plenty of opportunity to make plane pictures, okay? So check on the website. Every airport has a website, and sometimes there may be some delays, but normally not, okay? And this way you go really when it's worth it. Normally they tell the flights about 24 to 48 hours ahead, so you can plan more or less when to go, at what time to go, okay? Well, that's it for this month, May 2016, 5 tips, photography tips. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ericgibault, my website, ericgibault.com. If you have any question, you can send me an email to info@ericgibault.com. My Facebook, facebook.com/ericgibaultphoto, my Instagram, ericgibault, my Twitter, ericgibault, my Google++ ericgibault. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much, and see you soon.